I received my likely final delivery package for my Blu-ray collection. So I've been collecting a lot of Blu-rays, DVDs, as people may have seen through various other content. And with Christmas coming, I can't indulge in self anymore. I've got its priority as others as Christmas, of course. Um, but the reality is, there was a few films I wanted to add to my collection. I've been seeking for a little bit, and I was like, you know what? I just want to treat myself one final time, one last hurrah. Now, it's really interesting because I talk about it a lot in terms of live streaming. You can get these streaming devices and all sorts of things, but I like the physical media. I love collecting it. I like to have that physical item where I can look at it. You get the extra features, and you got control of it. And the good thing is, it's actually really cheap right now. Blu-rays are like just as cheap as DVDs, which is remarkable. And for instance, on Amazon Prime, I was buying digital films. Let's say they went on sale and it said $5.99. You're thinking $5.99, that's a good price, because that's what your mind's telling you now. That's a good price. That's competitive. Well, I'm actually getting Blu-rays because they're deals. Like for instance, Music Magpie, who I got this from, they do films buy one get one free of their. So this is effectively how much it costs. You can either get films for £1, £1.25, or around about £2, depending on the deal you're doing. Of course, individually they're dearer, but they do deals. So effectively, the £1.99 range, there's some that are buy one get one free. Works out £1 a movie. That's ridiculously cheap. You can do the 4 for a fiver. There's a range for that. Very good films. A lot of the ones I've been getting have been in that range. Works out £1.25 a movie. This is far superior to the other platforms. Some more modern releases or popular releases, they're on the 4 for 8. So that's £2 a movie. Now they do a lesser version of it. So let's say 4 for 8, it would also be 2 for a fiver. So you do 4 for 8, it's £2 a movie. You do 2 for a fiver, it's £2.50 a movie. So of course you're looking to save all the time. So this one's a bit of a mix. This one I actually did, I think if I'm recollecting it correctly, I think I did something like two. I think I did 4 for a fiver, and then I did the 2 for 5. I think because I was on a budget. I was trying to keep it concise. So let's see. I know I've got Fred Claus because I love Fred Claus. I was watching it recently, and I was like, I need to own that. I love Christmas. I love the Santa Claus movie. Right, one of them's damaged already, and I'm annoyed. And the reality is, Blue Bit come out already. They're cheap enough, but it's not the point. So the real problem with these is they're not padding it at all. They're just chucking them in these stupid little things. And of course, it gets thrown all over the place because the delivery centers just don't give a shit. So I'll be complaining about that. They're going to have to send me another case because I'm not putting up with that. It's completely damaged. And it's actually one of the ones I was looking forward to the most as well. But it's just the way they package it. It's their own fault. I'll be complaining to tell them, you don't put no wrap on it. At least freaking pad them, you morons. But yeah, when you think about the disc itself, it's fine. Alice, look, that's the thing we're watching anyway. It's not the case, but it's the principle for me. I paid for a film. I didn't pay to have it all smashed to pieces. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like completely smashed to shit here. So I'm gonna have to complain because I'm not having that in my DVD collection looking like that. My Blu-ray collection, absolute nightmare. That's not an easy one to replace though because they don't always have it in stock. But that's pathetic, isn't it? There was one at the back that felt a bit thin. I'm a bit worried it's going to be Fred Claus. No, it's not. So that was Alice Through the Looking Glass. Let's forget the fact there's damage. It's going to happen sometimes. It's the way they're shipping them. It's their own fault. It's ridiculous. Then we got Maze Runner Death Cure. I needed that to finish my Maze Runner collection, and I think they were the two on the $2.99 sections. So then we got 3 more, but I've also got one that's been delivered separately for some weird reason, and that's Stalks, because I like that animated film. I like Pigeon Toty. I think they should have done a whole film on him alone. So we got Fred Claus finally, just in time for Christmas. It's nice. Just got to make sure the discs are definitely the right ones, but that one is not so clear. Yeah, it says Fred Claus. But yeah, what I'm finding a lot of the time is these films are not always available. So for instance, in the UK, this is 40. This is rental copy edition for some reason, so I'm a bit worried about the disc scratch actually. That's fine. That's lucky. It's fine. So this is 40. I think it's absolutely hilarious. In the UK, from where I've searched, you can only rent it. Rentals round about £4 or £5, I think, to rent. And again, it's only cost me what, £1.25? I think something like that. You can get it CEX for £1, I think. So CEX is a good alternative too. You can walk into CEX and get it, but of course you're paying. It can be cheaper, or it can obviously be more expensive. The good thing about Music Magpie is they do bundle deals, so like 4 for a fiver, and a 4 for 8, and a buy one get one free. You don't get that in CEX, but sometimes the price of the movies may be just cheaper in CEX anyway. But actually, sometimes they're more expensive, so it's worth shopping between the two. I would argue the positive with CEX in the UK is that obviously you can see if the case is damaged. You can walk away from the shop with it. But sometimes I find they don't even have the disc. So I've gone in there before, and you like take the case up to the counter, and they look for the disc. They can't find it anywhere, and it's a headache. So yeah, we've literally got Tangled, which was to be honest, I've been meaning to get Tangled for a while. Is it broke or is it just come out? And this is blue. I suppose actually quite good. This one's Blu-ray and DVD. So if someone's only limited by having a DVD player, there's the film. Yeah, Tangled adds to my collection because I am collecting a lot of Disney ones. So it was one on my collection. And like I say, that was the one to culminate this. I still want to get Nutcracker. I know it's not a very popular movie, Nutcracker, but I actually quite liked it. And I think it's got like a Christmas theme to it. I like it. But this is really irritating me deep down, to be honest. The fact that it's smashed to shit both sides, there's no way I'm putting up with that. So they'll have to send me a replacement that. And I'll just say either send me a replacement blank case or replace the whole bloody thing, because I don't care if they haven't got it in stock. I need a case because that's pathetic. But yeah, these are cool in my collection. I'll put the dodgy one next to it for now. It's a bit annoying. But unfortunately, it's what happens when you order online from some of these outlets. To save costs, they're just completely voiding bubble wrap of any kind. And they're just allowing them to get thrown around. And it's just costing them round in circles because then people have to put complaints in. But yeah, I just think in terms of the fact that you've always got them now, like for me, this is 40, I think is incredible. I'm going to get Knocked Up next later when I can. That'd be another one to add to the collection in that vein. Yeah, I like to have a diverse collection, not just like the same type of films over and over again, because you soon get bored watching the movies. But it's great to own, I think, the physical content. I think people moved away, but a lot of people shifting back towards. And again, if anyone's seen any of my previous videos, you'll see that my collection's getting quite vast. And it's little purchases like this that add to the collection. It's a bit at a time. Sometimes it's a case of upgrading the current one. So I've upgraded some DVDs to Blu-ray, just it enhances it. Because in all honesty, what we're led to believe that Ultra HD 4K is the future, is the best. And of course it is, but that comes at an extreme cost. And from experience now, I'm witnessing that Ultra HD streaming is very similar to the quality you'll get from Blu-ray. So Blu-ray is supposed to be HD. That's what Blu-ray is supposed to be, but it's superior to streaming HD. So it's really closer to the 4K Ultra HD in streaming quality, and it's incredibly cheap. So of course I've been upgrading some DVDs, but now I've decided that, to be honest, DVDs for the most part, unless it's an epic movie, they're fine. It's adequate. So I'd rather add to the collection with new movies I haven't got already. And this is nice. And like I said, I've still got Stalks to come. That's actually getting hard to get get. And that's another thing I was going to just quickly briefly touch upon is, although movies are cheap to own physically, it's getting sometimes harder to source specific movies. So you may have to wait. Like there might, especially the platforms I'm looking at with CEX and Music Magpie. You're trying to save as much as you can, because it's not about being cheap. It's weird from that. Like I don't even mind buying brand new. I recently bought a few months, like last month, I think I bought Twister's brand new Blu-ray, and I could have had maybe 5, maybe 8. I don't know, movies for the price of that one new one. That's where the problem comes. It's not the cost of. It's not that it's expensive or cheap. It's the fact that how many movies can I get for that price? And that's really where it comes down to. So although CEX may be good, if I can come away with 2 more movies by going to a different outlet, then I might as well go to the other outlet, because it's like I want to get as much for my money as possible, because you're building that collection up. And like I say, sometimes it's a case of, that movie's not available at the moment, but it will come in stock, because as people trade in, people sell, then movies become available. I find the process of collecting is fun too. Like you can go on eBay and just type in Blu-ray or DVD bundles, DVD job lot. You just you can spend all day just going through it. There'll be a lot of trash in between it, but as long as you've got an idea of the specific films you're looking for, you can start to see how good a deal it is because you know the price or the value of that one film, and then what else is attached to it. But I definitely don't want to fill my collection up with fodder though that I'd never watch because that's just annoying. So my collection is based on my tastes and the films I like, and it pushes me away from streaming. It's literally done a great service what I've been doing over the past couple months. I never thought I'd ever get to this point, but I've completely stopped with Disney Plus now because it's reached a point where I own a lot of the Marvel movies. I own Pirates of the Caribbean. I own a lot of the Disney films now. Yeah, there's some missing, but not enough to facilitate me needing Disney because you can only consume so much content. I don't watch movies and TV all the time. I've got other interests too. And Netflix was the other one. Netflix I was attached to because I love The Big Bang Theory. I've got it on disc, but for me, something like that, it's nice to just transition straight into next episode, But Amazon Prime recently added Big Bang Theory, so I'm less attached to Netflix now. So now I am only paying for Amazon Prime. And Amazon Prime provides an awful lot, and I've spoke about that before. You get free games every month if you're a PC gamer. You get to borrow ebooks from like the Kindle Unlimited library. You get that every month. You get your deliveries. You get your Prime Video. You get a cloud storage for photos. There's a lot of things that people are not even aware of. And I just think in terms of value for money, because of what it provides in a broad aspect, I think Prime is actually really good for your money. Because it's not just about the movies, So sometimes you think, I'm not paying for it. But it's like, actually, wait, you're not just paying for that service. It's actually giving you a lot of services you actually do use. And I think that's beneficial. So I like that. And it gives you access to some of the streaming content. But it just got to the point where I got fed up investing in owning digital content. It was like, it's just annoying. I just want to, we've come to believe that that's a good value and it's not. And you don't truly own it because if they lost the license, you could lose the movie. So it's just a bit like, I'd rather take control and ownership now. And I'm really excited that I finished the Maze Runner. I own this in digital content. I actually own the box sets of this, Hunger Games and all sorts, but I still went and collected the discs because I think it's great. For instance, I look on the back here, special features, deleted extended scenes, gag reel, all sorts of things, And it's like, you don't get that if you watch the movie on your streaming service. You don't get any of these extra features where you get an inside look. Alice in Wonderland, behind the looking glass. There's all sorts. Even a music video by Pink. Deleted scenes. This is 40 exclusive extended theatrical version. Gag reel. Something music. The making. Deleted scenes. Exclusive extended and theatrical versions. So it sounds like it's got both versions included in the disc, which is a pretty cool option to have, plus the features. Tangled, we've got a storybook, feature countdown, deleted scenes, extra songs, the making of it. And that's what you get a lot of, making of, gag reels, deleted scenes. That's what I noticed. Main feature. Special features, 25 minutes of merry additional scenes. The stars interview each other. Commentary. A music video. Yeah, you don't get that, and it's the fact that I don't have to worry if the services remove the films now. I own them, and that's I think that's it's priceless. Because I was recently looking for This Is 40. I saw a clip on TikTok and I was like, I don't think I've even seen that film. It looked hilarious. Then I started looking everywhere and I couldn't get it. You had to rent it or buy it. And I was torn. I was like, because you naturally want to watch something immediately. So I was like, I might have to get that on Prime Video and buy it. I think it's $5.99. But I was like, you go on Music Magpie, you can come away with 4 films for a $5 and you add it to your physical collection, which is what I would want anyway. So if I went digital now, I'd still want the physical copy. Whereas I'm not necessarily feeling that urge the other way around. So if I buy it physical, I'm not thinking of digital anymore because I can't be bothered with it. So instead of double buying, just go physical anyway. So effectively, for the price of buying it on Prime, I come away with 4 films instead of 1, and it's still like £1 cheaper. So, I mean, to put it into perspective here, I haven't got it at the moment. We have to have stalks, But for the price of me getting This Is 40, for instance, on Amazon Prime Video to buy it, I can have Fred Claus, I can have Tangled, I can have the movie, and I can have Storks that's coming too. Of course, there's other options. You don't have to just go with those films. You could have Tammy and all sorts of films, but they were my collection.